Welcome to the forest. As the sun comes up, take a look around. Every tree, rock, and animal has a special name. We call these naming words nouns. A noun is simply the word we use to talk about our friends, the places we go, and the things we see around us. Let's meet our first friend. His name is Barnaby. He is a bear, and his favorite food is honey. Barnaby, bear, and honey are all naming words. This diagram shows what happens if we talk about Barnaby too much. Saying Barnaby woke up, then Barnaby ate, then Barnaby played gets a little repetitive. So we use short replacement words called pronouns instead. Instead of saying his name over and over again, we can just say he is waking up. These naming words and replacement words give us a starting point. They tell us exactly who or what our story is about today. Now that our bear is awake, he needs to get out of bed and start his morning routine. To talk about what he does, we use verbs. Verbs are action words or doing words that show what our friends are up to. For instance, the very first thing he does is yawn a big sleepy yawn. Next, he stretches his arms high into the air, and then he walks outside into the sunshine. Without doing words, our forest friends would just stand perfectly still like statues. Stories need movement to be fun to listen to. As he walks along the path, our bear meets Charlie the cat, who is holding a completely plain toy bowl. Right now, that bowl is a little boring. To help us imagine exactly what it looks or feels like, we use adjectives. You can think of adjectives as coloring words. This diagram shows how coloring words work. If we describe the toy specifically as red and round, we can picture it perfectly in our minds. We also have special words that tell us exactly how a doing word is being done. We call these adverbs. Now watch the cat play. Charlie is rolling the ball very slowly through the green grass, while Barnaby watches happily. These coloring words and how words work together. They add detail to our stories, making them beautiful and interesting to share. Suddenly, a new friend arrives. Oliver the owl flies down to join the playgroup on the ground. With 3 friends here now, we need a way to explain where everyone is sitting. We use prepositions, which are where words, to help us understand where one friend is compared to another. Looking at this map of the tree, we can see that Oliver lands on a branch, right above Barnaby's head. Now we also want to show that these 3 friends are playing together. To do that, we use conjunctions. These are holding hands words that link different friends or ideas together into one group. If we use words like and or because, we can connect Barnaby, Charlie, and Oliver together into one big playgroup. These where words and connecting words organize the forest. They make sure everyone knows exactly where they belong and who they are playing with. Then comes a wonderful surprise. Ripley the raccoon pops out of a bush holding a massive basket of fresh berries. When we feel a sudden burst of excitement or joy like this, we use interjections, which are special feeling words. Seeing the sweet treat, the animals cheer with excited feeling words, shouting wow and hooray. This puzzle shows the 4 main jobs words do. Some words name things, some do things, some describe things, and some connect things together. Just like Barnaby and his friends having a wonderful picnic together, all these different words team up. When they work together, they help us share beautiful stories.